subsequent sets. So
oh Jesus, okay.
I really think making any kind of statements ahead of time is just kind of foolhardy at this point.
But I mean, it's a tried and true form, so we'll see how it works out.
Totally. Yeah, I know he has been saying he wants to give, because he's Blue has been a demon for him for so long. So he's thinking that maybe bringing out his best guns will give him a better chance.
And so what kind of tools do you think that Peach has as opposed to his other characters that puts him in a good position against Kirby?
I'm thinking that the pressure that turnips will offer, given that Kirby doesn't really have a projectile, nor really a great way to necessarily approach around a projectile. Maybe excluding the horizontal final cutter.
Sure. A sort of projectile of the person.
Sure. I would guess that he's just kind of hoping for his Peach to maybe give him a few more tools in the grounded game as well. His crouch cancel potential is going to be a lot greater than maybe some of his other characters who might not be able to get as much against Kirby.
And I will say, so Connor is in chat saying that he doesn't think he thinks it's been quite a bit since these two have played. You can almost see it in the way they're playing. This first game is very footsie heavy. It's very touch and go. Are you going to commit to this? Do you know this combo? Do you know how to get out of this? There's a lot of little kind of maybe getting to know you again sort of thing. Was that a Stitch face he just threw off?
I couldn't tell. I couldn't see the mouth, but I had the same thought.
It was kind of nuts if it was just a Stitch. He was like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what Karma's attitude is on Stitch faces. I don't think he really. I think he tries to not that he doesn't notice them, but not be caught up in which turnip he has. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
There we go.
Ooh, I always love power shield reflex for things like that. That's always so silly looking.
I wish that power shielding didn't do only half damage though. It doesn't seem.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem worth the risk reward almost.
For sure, because you risk, of course, not pressing it in time.
Right. Exactly.
And eating the turnip, or charge shot, or whatever the case may be.
The one thing I will say is, I mean, not that really any character can, but I don't know that Peach really has anything that she can do to challenge Kirby off stage other than just pull turnips. Doing the float at the ledge, Kirby has so many jumps with which to just kind of space around that, I feel.
What I'm noticing too is Ostrich more so in this sort of matchup so far than most others that I've watched. He's using aerial hammer as a sort of way of saying to Peach, I know you can float and I know you can occupy this space, but just know that there is a hitbox coming.
Right.
And Peach, are the mechanics similar to Brawl at least, where Peach can't air dodge out of float, or has to cancel the float before she air dodges?
I would guess so.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Can't say for certain. I think if it's anything like the way Mewtwo is, and I believe that is correct. Oh, really nice nair punish from Karma there. Just the tip of the hitbox there. All right. Jaaahsh is doing his TOing duties.
I'm sorry.
Good call out with that forward air. Recognizes that Karma's just going to wait for him. Oh, gets the second hit. That's such a bad angle to be sent at. Really unfortunate.
Oh, sorry for doing TOing duties there.
Looks like Blue's not going to fall for the jump onto the platform into my down smash trick. The MACD, as it's otherwise known.
Nice. A sort of classic Peach mind game, or at least a classic Peach trap.
Mm-hmm. So Kirby just kind of walling out Peach right now. I think maybe Karma's getting a little antsy with trying to approach here.
I definitely say this seems like a match where either player can get a real advantage by being more patient.
Sure.
I mean, we're at 4 minutes left. I mean, we're at halftime in reality, and typically these sort of things don't take that long. But with these two characters, they both seem to want to not commit, similar to their counterparts in Melee.
Sure. I will say one of the things I think about Kirby as an opponent for Peach is, Peach typically likes to go for trades, right? But trading with Kirby, I feel like that's a pretty low risk for the Kirby player. He's not going to really be put in a bad position for eating a trade.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Recovery is so stellar and floatiness is so high.
He ate a down smash at 118 and barely got sent off the stage. That would against a fast faller that'd be curtains, but against Kirby, just meh.
I'll be back soon.
Yeah,
See you in a bit.
Oh, that was a really great call out with the backer. Dangerous spot for Karma here.
Yeah.
Forced to use the up E. The parasol does save him.
The threat of the Kirby feed was so high. Yeah, that was.
I like that at the end. Kirby was just sitting right in the middle of the blue circle on Battlefield.
Gotta love it when people end matches in perfect places.
Yeah, exactly.
Going for the style, but it's more like an aesthetic style. It's not
Yeah.
even like a real style. Fountain of Dreams, the counter pick. With Mega Man music.
Indeed, that's
Huh.
whose build is this?
This is Ostrich Glue's, I believe.
Okay.
So he's right at home. Ooh, maybe he uploaded a secret thing to make some Kirby better. Maybe this is like the Pichu thing.
The Pichu
with
thing.
goggles. It's the blue Kirby.
He's outsmarted us.
And I believed it. And I believed him.
So I guess the Fountain of Dreams pick, you know, similar to Battlefield, but even a little bit more close quarters. I wonder if that's kind of what Karma is hoping for here.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed
A little
pretty... Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say just also a little closer to the horizontal blast zones. Maybe
Sure.
Maybe it'll make a little bit of a difference.
I just say it did seem like if Harem rather or Karma or whoever were going for the ranging game last match, it really didn't do him very well.
Right.
So maybe the closest of all this is the important part here.
Yeah, it did seem that Karma did have a lot of his success when he was able to get, his float cancel aerials, pressuring shield and stuff. When he was able to get those started, that's when he seemed to have the most success last match. And not when he gets walled out by back air. See, like that down. Oh, that was really smart from Blue.
Yeah, there you go. The Kirby side. Oh.
I gotta imagine that was a misinput, but
You think so? I don't know. I don't. Somehow, I mean, if you notice their faces, if you're watching this on YouTube later on, if you go back a little bit and watch their faces, Jaaahsh looked pretty. He had a little face on, little small smile.
I'll have to ask him about it after the set.
Yeah. I'd be interested to hear. Something tells me it was probably on purpose, but who knows?
Ooh. Just barely outspaces that back here. All right, good trade.
This music does not fit this stage. I'm just gonna say that.
I mean,
it really does. Like,
it's kind of got the reverb effect, I guess, but I do agree with you. I mean, it's supposed to be like robotic, dungeon type.
And you got this organic water flowing and these nice outgrowths in the back, and it's very. There's a disjoint. I'm just gonna say that there's a musical disjoint.
Yeah. I will say I think Fountain is probably one of the harder stages to find music for.
That isn't sleepy. It looks very sleepy as a stage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes I try and just go with the rainbow effect and try and find music that's kind of like
Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
There you go.
I haven't found a remix of it or a cover of it that I really like though.
A really intense final cutter there from Ostrich Glue, just saying, I'm getting the ledge. I don't care about your turnips.
What was that he traded with? That was so bizarre.
I don't know. It was down tilt, I thought.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
Ostrich Glue is doing a great job of weaving through the turnips there, but then he just eats a raw nair and we're at last stock. This is a much better situation, I think, for Karma to be in. I think it's easier for him to play patiently when he doesn't have to make, like a one-stock comeback, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Even psychologically, too, going into Game 3, even if he loses this, he knows he has the capacity to bring it back and to force it back. And to start off with that momentum is really great.
Just the singular jab, just to keep her off. Interesting. Unfortunately, it just covers the tech roll there. Karma's not happy. I wouldn't be either.
Triple R in chat saying he is also triggered by Mega Man music on a Kirby stage. Well, he has to do another game of it because he has the same song. Oh, goodness. Shout out to Triple R for being a curmudgeon. My favorite curmudgeon in the Smash community.
Excellent word.
Yes.
Best use of that curmudgeon I've heard in quite some time. I'm very pleased.
Oh, I like that. That really close to the ground back air that Peach just did. That was a really great way of covering a lot of different ledge options.
Yeah, he had a little bit of success with it last time.
Yeah.
Interesting. So on stage with nowhere for Kirby to fall, float cancel, dare, and a nair works. But as an edge guard, it's been very unsuccessful so far for him. I wonder if he can put that data to good use. Those super quick float cancel nairs are a good way for Peach to horizontally approach. Kirby doesn't have the best out of shield options. Good use of the platform there to land a down smash. That's why Peaches love this stage, right? I think Karma was...
Answers right back, though.
I think Karma was audibly upset at that one, though. I hope he can stay focused.
But I mean, it's those clutch. I mean, that forward air that just connected that ended Ostrich Glue's stock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's those little things that make it really easy.
Definitely. Nice dash attack and double jab. Just rolls to get out of there. Yeah, I wonder, like, I wouldn't imagine really Kirby has many good options to cover just like a roll away out of pressure. Unless he gets a read on it with the horizontal cutter.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a tool that, I mean, I think certainly for someone like me at least who's watched Melee and watched other Smash games but not necessarily out PM, horizontal final cutter is always the one that throws me off. It's like, whoa, that's such an interesting tool. That's such an interesting approach.
Yeah, it really is. It's
sort of a Fox illusion without all of the end lag, it looks like. It looks like it ends pretty quickly.
Right. I think it's really interesting now, too, given the popularity of Magic Scrumpy's, series, because he took a very different approach to solving Kirby's inability to, like, his poor aerial mobility. He just strictly buffed the aerial mobility rather than giving him, like, a burst movement option.
Right. Or a frame 4, as Triple R is saying in the chat, frame 4 nair.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay, last stock.
All right.
Karma has the lead, though, for once, which
it was
is
a
nice.
slightly, there was actually a pretty significant lead there, 62%. We'll see. I mean, Peach certainly has the ability to kill very, very soon with a little bit of luck. Ooh, I like the runaway from horizontal final cutter.
Is that a dot eyes?
It is. Derped up.
Ooh.
We call those derped ups.
I think it would be huge for Karma to take a game right now.
This would be, and especially with this sort of, ooh. That was the luck he was looking for, but the luck got thrown away. Ooh. Wow, horizontal final cutter into back air into I vomited on the floor. True combo.
Yep, that's
good. And that's an error. Here we go, game 4.
Breathes a sigh of relief. Blue adjusts his glasses, as all glasses-wearing people do. I can't think of a single player that wears glasses that doesn't adjust them in between sets, right?
That's fine. That's fine. Well, everyone in the chat can rest easy. No Mega Man music on this stage. Oh my God, Mr. Shatter right off the bat.
Right.
No, go back to no, he died. Okay.
Shoutouts to the Super Paper Mario music here. This is the flip side theme, if I'm not mistaken.
That is not a game series I've played a lot of, I have to say.
That is, I would say that's the one game series I love more than Smash, actually.
Really?
Yep. I would say that, like, Project M is my favorite game that I play now, but Thousand Year Door is for sure my, like, lifetime favorite game.
My favorite SNES game was the 7 Stars RPG, the precursor, the spiritual precursor to what would become the Paper Mario series. So you're welcome.
Yep, I'm a big fan of that game as well.
You're welcome that I bought that game and thus financed Super Paper Mario.
Thank you for that, Josh.
No worries.
Oh, bad trade. Not quite enough to die off the top, though.
Yeah.
Not sure what that was supposed to be. Maybe just reading different DI than Glue actually did. I feel like your spacing on Nair has to be really immaculate as Peach. Otherwise, coming at your opponent without a jump definitely leaves you open to a punish. Great Amsa tech.
You want to explain Amsa tech to me? I'm thinking Yoshi, but that's not going to be helpful.
So Amsa tech, I believe, is just the colloquial term for when you get hit by a launching move, right, that should kill you, and you DI and tech the stage, right?
Okay.
And basically cancel your momentum.
Nice.
I believe Amsa, the Sheik player from Europe, from the Netherlands or whatever, was one of the first people to really find success with that.
Wait, Amsa, not the Japanese Yoshi?
Not the Japanese Yoshi.
Spelled the same?
A-M-S-A-H.
Oh,
and
for the love of. Really? Okay.
Yeah, kind of confusing.
That's fine. That's great.
But yeah.
The Amsa tech.
Amsa tech,
the
sure.
Amsa tech.
Old school Melee players would be like, oh, well, use the first Amsa. I don't know. I don't know if that's what Melee players are like.
Effects a really obnoxious voice. That's not the first Amsa. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. And continue running along, we have Peach pulling turnips and Kirby running away. So welcome to PM, guys. No, I'm kidding. This is another match that, I mean, this very well could be the longest match of all of them. I think both of them are really anxious about making any large mistakes. And the safest thing for Peach to do on this sort of stage is to try and take her advantage, her stage control while she can.
Yeah, Karma's just been kind of hanging out in center stage, and this
I was expecting a taunt. I'm kind of happy he didn't taunt.
Was it a Dacus? That was beautiful. Didn't work, but
I mean, it didn't do anything.
I've just never seen.
Kirby was nowhere near him.
I can't remember ever seeing a Peach player ever Jaaahsh ever. So
I can't imagine her dash attack doesn't send her that far forward.
Yeah, probably
it
not too useful.
It can be a gorgeous Amsa. I mean, Amsa. Oh my God, Jaaahsh. It can be a gorgeous Amsa.
Amsa's pretty. I mean, both Amsas are, I guess, mostly
They're probably
symmetrical.
both Jaaahsh too.
Mostly, well, maybe not.
No, probably not.
Although Amsa Yoshi did used to play a little bit of PM.
Yes, I did know that. Probably not Amsa though. He's probably too busy teching the stage.
Yeah, probably. It's the second time he's gone for that. At least the second time he's gone for a down throw to up tilt, and Blue just DI'd away, and I don't know.
Low-key as a TO, I'm really excited for this match over because these are my two of my 4 PM commentators here right now.
Yeah, right.
And I'm sitting here having the TO. Regardless, it's keeping it super even, and it's actually a really, really stressful set to watch.
Yeah, it really is.
And both these characters have such a hard time, I think, confirming. They can get damage, that's fine, and they have little combos, but I think there's such a hard time for them to deal with an opponent who doesn't want to commit.
Yeah, floaty on floaty matchups it's just hard. I mean, it really just is a matter of patience, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Outspaces him, but still not enough. I think Peach especially, like, I mean, both characters can be really frustrating for, right? They want to play against faster falling characters so that they can send them at poor angles and exploit their heaviness in recovery. But yeah, great air dodge from Karma. I was gonna say, will he be able to put on any more extra credit? I think that's going to be critical. You know, you don't want to give Blue momentum in this situation.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. 43.
Last stock again.
Yeah. Super even.
Does Blue have the late momentum to take this game for?
Right.
Or will Harem continue to camp effectively and then get in and get his damage and get out enough to put Kirby in a bad situation?
Nice. Again, walling him out with the low bears.
So a quick little butt tap.
There we go.
This is another one of those times where RNG can really help a Peach out, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Especially last stock, one of these stress situations.
I've always wondered if in like floating matches especially, like how beneficial would it be to get like a beam sword? Right now all of a sudden you have like this big disjoint option.
Absolutely.
Oh man, okay.
Oh, that was a scary recovery.
Good thing the platform was on that
Forward,
side.
not going to take it. Surprisingly, not going to take it. That move looks like it should hurt so bad.
That was a scary situation, but oh, the
down air, down smash. Both of them really keeping it at odds right now. No punish on the down smash or in the horizontal uppy. And Nair will take game 4.
That was so close. All right, we got a game 5 situation.
What was looking like a real simple 3-0 in the beginning of game 3 went way wrong really quickly. And now we're sitting here game 5. Harem with all of the momentum.
Yeah, it has
Harem with the confusing tag and all the momentum, both at the same time. Sonic music. Sonic stage. Like Smashville, but at the platform, we're crazy.
Right. The walls will be important here too because for both characters, their recoveries become a little bit more linear when you can't like hover beneath the stage, right?
Ah, for sure. That makes sense. I was thinking for Kirby this wouldn't matter too much, but I can understand the Peach one for sure.
Because my thought is just like from Peach's perspective, you know, if Kirby's coming from below, Peach can hypothetically like Z-drop her turnips over the ledge and force Ostrich Blue into a bad situation. But at the same time, Peach gonna die a lot sooner to like back air and really forward smash all of Ostrich Blue's kill confirms. Neither character are likely to die off the top super early. They don't really either have a super strong vertical killer.
What I'm noticing a little bit from Harem, which I'm really liking, is I mean, of course, throughout the games, he's guessing Ostrich's options, and he's guessing his movement. What I like here is that he's preemptively punishing. You'll notice he throws things out in places where he believes Ostrich is going to end up. And this is obviously like a fundamental thing in Smash, but it's not something we saw in the first couple games that I'm really into right now.
Yeah, Harem's definitely...
he's relearned.
Yeah.
He's reacquainted. He's resituated, reformulated, recalculated, and re-everything.
Yeah, it's just amazing because it really feels that he has had like the slight edge in like in control over the past like several minutes of play. You know, now we've seen a couple times. I mean, even stocks, but we've seen a couple times now where Glue is playing from behind. One thing I will say about this counter pick is float becomes even better here, right?
Oh, for sure, because you have the escape option of the little platform.
There's just not that many places to hide from it either.
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
That's so unfortunate.
A really crazy angle. I'm presuming that was a trade, because that shouldn't hit that normal angle.
So Glue, instead of sweet spotting, has been mixing up landing on stage and then getting the final cutter projectile out. I think Glue's catching on to the air dodges here. Oh boy. Karma looks a little tilted, man. So frustrating. You have to wonder if maybe he's thinking about like their record. You know, I certainly know how that goes, having had mental blocks against a good number of players for a long time. Seems like Ostrich Glue has started being more aggressive. Like he was, which seems counterintuitive since most of the set they've been playing really patiently, but.
And that's that. A stressful Game 5, for sure.
Karma kept trying to like force his way back in, and I definitely understand that, right? Like it's when the set starts to get away from you, it can become so easy to just like. Yeah.
You got to do it. All right, I'm gonna go do TO things real quick.